주기 걸로 건도서
Nyamen Zenjan Chula Cha Zalo Pandan Sonia Chitra Subale Kense Grana Santo Chapa Kachin Kuduno Getsu Kencho Soje Dorje Dove Lamarande Manzaran Zenandan Dorje Zalmo Deshu Mavantanya Shotata Penchun Jasato Jektra Ishi Dorje Na Solo and Omen Chiji Jipotana, the Sanjo Kanjo, and Yaras and Sugar Muslim. Savella Meshala, which answer those on Tovella Nachula. Toganam Kananyam Berchingi Law. Well, as a then young Namkatanyam Bes and Chantam Chikitan to Taganam Jalana by young Tower. Zobi Sanji Jikovan, which is Jinin Tower. Penite Chanadagi, the red and Bichuki to the Samadini Surgeon. Leguars and the Tunyam Satar Ju, Yambatene, Sampachan Shoto, Tukepatan, Chivigone Sambrashu.
Please listen to the teachings having first given rise to the supreme motivation of bodhicitta, thinking that for the benefit of all infinite sentient beings who fill the reaches of space, I will do whatever it takes to attain fully enlightened Buddhahood. And for that purpose, I will listen directly to the holy nectar of the Dharma and put it into practice accordingly.
Tataringi Kanshi Shora Chapati Gurumuchiki Tuchin Sechutang Drelni Tataringazo Gurumuchiki Tsenga Tenen Bezan Guruki Takar Shukri Payenda Take a Tandaloto Dundrel Sonsha Tatende qualities Shui.
The topic for the teaching today is that in connection with this holy day, Guru Rinpoche Day, the 10th day of the Tibetan month, will explain this short text which talks about the benefits of the Vajra Guru mantra, which is Guru Rinpoche's name mantra.
That's Didita Tulku Karma Lingpa Terchen Bazranguri Pay Dang Draju So Song Tante Tershekindi Tinanganzo Karma Lingpa Tertan Karma Lingpa Terchen Resha.
So it says the benefits of the Vajra Guru mantra in an explanation of its syllables, a treasure text revealed by Tulku Karma Lingpa. So Karma Lingpa is the treasure revealer for this text.
Then Kongu Terche Mangboyer, Tadina, the Tacha, Dita, and the Rohan Kaling Shitos Chene, Karma Lingpa Shitoti, the Trak Chambo, Rodan Chambo, Titter shaking.
Karma Lingpa had many treasure revelations, and among those, the most famous of them that had the greatest impact and benefit for beings was what's called the Karling Jidro, or Karma Lingpa's peaceful and wrathful, 100 peaceful and wrathful deities.
Lama idam khantu sola chasa lo da keme hi so ye china sama me da je chibu phune shuba ta de gurum chela ya shuwa pyegendi khantu hi so je ge stik shuna sha.
So it begins with, I prostrate to the Guru, the Yidam, and the Dakini. I, the lowly woman Yeshe Tsogyal, made a great outer, inner, and secret mandala offering and humbly asked. So the one who is requesting these teachings is Yeshe Tsogyal.
Da konga kang shu do sana ke loben be manjune la da cha po ki simjin tamje la sen den dan chime den ya chimbo zeba hindu katin ni le chawa ngaya ma chen chi ya mi chunbe ni ki druba nyingku ta na wa yi da ki me ya te zo me de mo bi simjin lona ma shi mu ga chawa da bi chola lok ta shin ke pra sanga la me ki chola kundep che do be te du simjin tamje la nemu chun sum dar shin nemu chun sum dar shin kebratu kepe horsum chongmi changshi bandawe pema dupi di lambab tenam chu ta mangdu sungshin maung pi kanza nam dulong meba chungzhe dumde yepa nam jang parche wangche wang simjin kami cham zedang chupa mi chang tenji tungen tenra wa hindan dobar kawa tenji tusum benzer guru niki duptam benzer guru la tenna pen chita wala
So then this is what she asks. O Master Lotus-born, the work you have done for the welfare of all sentient beings here in Tibet, in this and in future lives, is vast. No one of such extreme kindness has ever come before, nor shall any come again. The practices you have given us are like essential nectar. Though I am a lowly woman, of this I have no doubt. However, sentient beings in the future will have profuse thoughts and tremendous aggression. They will have wrong views toward the holy Dharma, and in particular, they will blaspheme the supreme teachings of secret mantra. At that time, plague, famine, and war will be widespread among sentient beings, and in particular, China, Tibet, and Mongolia will be destroyed like ants' nests, and a time of terrible suffering will befall the Tibetans. You have spoken of many ways to remedy these afflictions, but beings in the future will have no time to practice. Those who do have a slight inclination toward practice will be beset by powerful obstacles. Beings will not get along with one another. Supplies and materials will be insufficient. Such terrible times as these will be extremely difficult to avert. In such times, Guru, what are the benefits of relying solely upon the practice of the Vajra Guru mantra? For the benefit of people of weak intellect in the future, I humbly entreat you to tell us.
Yes. Tene loben chimbe katsalwa o tenden pumu chuchu shuba de hindu teno maung tendi tuse la simjin la nekap tang taktu la pento ngewa yin menga dukta papu meba satira chutira chaktir namke terla sopa mangdu bete tungin yi kap leje namji tap tendru hindu dika simjin ki sonam sepe ta ino wankyang te terla benzan guru di ne chimbo am gonde chimbo am rigu chimbe tsam chu chimbe ram lesin jumbo tarwi sango sando la sopa la nga watam tsudan demba gelong gendun domden kyu techen pumi tsenden namji simche yachimbe nga ne yatong chimbum chawa tang tongshur so la sopa chidum dena penden niwa samjime chaps.
The Master Lotus-born spoke thus, O Lady of Faith, what you say is absolutely true. In such future times, that practice will definitely be of short and long-term benefit for sentient beings. Although I have concealed many earth treasures, water treasures, rock treasures, sky treasures, and so on, which contain unfathomable pith instructions and methods of practice, in the degenerate times, it will be terribly difficult for fortunate beings to find the conditions and circumstances to meet with the teachings. This is a sign that beings' merit is running out. However, in such times as those, this essential Vajra Guru mantra, if recited with vast bodhicitta aspiration in great sacred places, in monasteries, on the peaks of high mountains, in the shores of vast rivers, in places inhabited by gods, demons, and evil spirits, at the heads of valleys, geophysical junctions, and so on, by ngakpas with unbroken samaya, vow-holding monastics, faithful men, women of fine qualities, and the like, however many times, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, 10 million, 100 million, etc., it will bring inconceivable benefits and powers.
Yulcho tamje la nemu tsunsum makchu lonye tengen chundru ngemba tamje do charchu bepshin lochu takto lekwa tang yulcho la tashivar churos.
Countries everywhere will be protected from all plague, famine, warfare, armed violence, poor harvests, bad omens, and evil spells. Rain will fall on time, harvests and livestock will be excellent, and lands will prosper.
Tsendiam chima pandu changsum la rap ngwe ding nyam tama milam la ngada yang ne yang de teching salam rimgi zone ngayap lingdu rinzim po me traldu super tetsum metos.
In this life, future lives, and on the pathways of the bardo, fortunate practitioners will meet me again and again, at best in actuality, or else in visions, and at the very least in dreams. Having gradually perfected the levels and paths, there is no doubt that they will join the ranks of male and female awareness holders in Ngayabling.
Jatsare deva macha naya shenji yitu wonshi senur longchu beme tu chung tongdang chiso dena jenang silji nenjen chilabdan niwa tome trubo bumdang chewa son dewa chena kamsong wangdu desusum silji nen langze tendo ko chilen namje kangaya tokpa mebra trubchen sonam asimchen tamjela chisambin rodin pauta meba cheni war gyuros.
Even 100 recitations per day without interruption will make you attractive to others, and food, wealth, and enjoyments will appear effortlessly. If you recite the mantra 1,000, 10,000, or more times per day, you will bring others under your influence with your brilliance, and blessings and powers will be continuously and unobstructedly attained. If you perform 100,000, 10 million, or more recitations, the three worlds will come under your power, the three levels of existence will fall under your glorious sway, gods and spirits will be at your bidding, the four modes of enlightened activity will be accomplished without hindrance, and you will be able to bring immeasurable benefit to all sentient beings in whatever ways are needed.
Chewa sumam dunla sopa changnena tu sum sangkin namdan jawa meche ngada yermi chebra lasin degi tamche kanyen jing kanyen sumdu jijo yu lechu rab da tsendi mendo tsendi lan jalu jing chika wasar mabuche tamayang pandar ngayi shal tongne nawa rangso jode ngayap lingdu kenne roden pagda mepa chunga churo she sungso sa.
If you can do 30 million, 70 million, or more recitations, You will never be separate from the Buddhas of the 3 times, nor ever apart from me. Thus the 8 classes of gods and spirits will obey your orders, praise your words, and accomplish whatever tasks you entrust to them. At best, practitioners will attain the rainbow body. Failing that, at the time of death, mother and child luminosities will meet, and at the very least, they will see me in the bardo, and all their perceptions having been liberated into their essential nature, they will be reborn in Maya Bling and accomplish immeasurable benefit for sentient beings.
Yes. She also host Lupin Chambula, did we pay and the new part of Mepa Yashimbo, so cutting Chela Sorta, that departed Cheda, Bezangurugita, paint or songe.
Thus he spoke. Great Master, thank you for telling us about such infinite benefits and powers. You have been immensely kind. So up to this point is the description of the benefits of the mantra.
That pain to the gun is so Javato, Sama, Kazoranga, Sama, Kola, Changjang, Tanzola, Mixekta, Deshi, Shipchaske, Shukas Madu.
And so these benefits that are described here are very clear and very easy to understand. So I don't have a lot of any more to say in a detailed way about them. They're very easy to understand. But in brief, whatever one wants to accomplish, either in the short term or ultimately, it all can be accomplished, all can be done by solely relying on the essential Vajra Guru mantra and taking that as one's the heart of one's practice. And even for getting what one needs for this life temporarily, then that can be done and accomplished by relying on the essence mantra, the Vajra Guru mantra.
And then I think Kenda Parcella Sopa Reta, the Doctor Denayang, then the Bezanguru La, to them Zoom Yamlenjawayana, that then Doctor Gueva, this two songs.
And it also teaches that by reciting this essence mantra and holding it as the heart of one's practice, that all the negative conditions which one would wish to turn back can be averted.
Yes. Then Tatos, Tandinama Katinchela, Mao Simjanam Gitendo, Guru Pemin Drundilji, Payin new apartment, Dord Divashi Sora Shu, Sheshu so, Stene, Tadi, that Bezangurugi, Calore, Nang Densana, Tonda Karimi, Tisumro Chase Shinshins.
Although the explanation of the benefits and powers of the syllables of Guru Padma's mantra is unfathomable, for the sake of sentient beings in the future, I humbly ask you to give us a brief description, she asked. So then this section is then the explanation of the meaning, the inner meaning of the syllables of the Vajra Guru mantra.
Tene Lobenchembe Katsalva, o Rikipumo, Bezanguru Shavane, Nachiku, Nimbo Mainde, Idam Gute, Jidang, Tewarimba Gudang, Chuji Pongpo Jeri Jitong La Sobi Yang Ning Tiusum Ji Sangye Tamje Dang Lama Yidam Khanto Chuyong La Sobi Ningbo Dila Tsawa Os.
Then the great master spoke thus: O noble daughter, the Vajra Guru mantra is not only my essential mantra, it is the life essence of the deities of the 4 classes of Tantra, the 9 vehicles, the 84,000 aspects of the Dharma, and so on. The heart essence of all the Buddhas of the 3 times, the Lamas, deities, Dakinis, Dharma protectors, and the like is encompassed by this mantra.
That's Sang Yunzin Chita Ocean, Lepara Nula Yilla Songshi, Devra Jishi, 2 Jishi, Mong Bisimjan Namla, Tempera Jishi.
The reason for this is as follows. Listen well and hold this in your heart. Recite the mantra, write it, tell it to sentient beings in the future. So here it's described how many different things are contained within the Vajra Guru mantra. And then the following sections are going to describe the way in which all of that is contained within the mantra. Om Ahum is the supreme essence of enlightened body, speech, and mind. Vajra is the supreme essence of the Vajra family. Guru is the supreme essence of the Ratna family. Padma is the supreme essence of the Padma family. Siddhi is the supreme essence of the Karma family. Hung is the supreme essence of the Buddha family.
Yes. Tadidi Bazan Guru La Anita Kalor Dishi Gyalwa Ringalorida Tonzo Tsangmagi Ningbo Tsangzuti Sungizar.
So here it's showing that the way all of the Buddhas of the 5 families are complete within the essential Vajra Guru mantra.
Yang Omni Jawa Ringi Longchizo Ani Chugu Minju Honu Chugu Guru Tonglanzo Benzer Herukai Lazo Guru Lama Rinzin Lazo Bema Kandu Shunlazo Siddhi Nola Terda Kunjiso Honu Chuyomole Kunjiso Awesome.
Om is the complete Sambhogakaya of the 5 Buddha families. A is the complete unchanging Dharmakaya. Hung is the complete Nirmanakaya, Guru Rinpoche. Vajra is the complete assembly of Haruka deities. Guru is the complete assembly of Lama awareness holder deities. Padma is the complete assembly of Dakinis and powerful female deities. Siddhi is the heart of all the wealth deities and protectors of hidden treasures. Hung is the heart of each and every Dharma protector.
Taditi Pejar Zasum Chesong Noladan Jawa Tamjegi Ningbu Tsangsu Di Song Imputra.
So this mostly seems to be showing the way in which all the deities of the 3 roots, together with the protectors and treasure guardians and so forth, are complete within the essential mantra.
Om Ahung ni Judisum Jiso, Benzar Dulwanda Dini Jiso, Guru Mabatiya Nijiso, Pema Upayoga Nijiso, Maha Siddhi Maha Ananijiso, Hungni, Zoche Atiyogi So Sonshi.
Om Ahung is the heart of the 3 classes of Tantra. Vajra is the heart of the Vinaya and Sutra. Guru is the heart of the Abhidharma and the Kriya Yoga. Padma is the heart of the Upa and Yoga Tantras. Siddhi is the heart of the Maha and Anu Yogas. Hung is the heart of the Dzogchen Ati Yoga.
Tadi Pejara Nazo Karsavata Dene Sumdang Gyute Shi Gyute Tru Tozoki Nyingbu Tsoksu Sana Tata Tamjaki Song Ning Rao Yinsu Odi Sungensar.
So this seems to be teaching the way in which the three baskets, the three pitakas, or the four tantras, or the 6 classes of tantra, are all complete and contained within the mantra, or the way in which the mantra is the essence of all of their wisdom speech.
Benzra Shedang Ledger Divata, Gurungaja Ledger Divata, Pemandosha Ledger Divata, Siddhi Chadra Ledger Divata, Hungi Nyamung Ledger Divata, Hasonda Digita, Tunga Tuxum La Sopategi, Ransukata, Dipatanso Taxuru.
Omahung purifies obscurations of the 3 mental poisons. Vajra purifies obscurations of hatred and aversion. Guru purifies obscurations of pride. Padma purifies obscurations of craving and attachment. Siddhi purifies obscurations of jealousy. Hung purifies obscurations of delusion and disturbing emotions. So this teaches the way in which it purifies the obscurations of the 3 or 5 poisons and so forth. Omahung grants the attainment of the 3 kayas. Vajra grants the attainment of mirror-like wisdom. Guru grants the attainment of the wisdom of equanimity. Padma grants the attainment of the wisdom of discernment. Siddhi grants the attainment of all-accomplishing wisdom. Hung grants the attainment of all that stems from primordial wisdom.
Tadi Ishengaki Yonden Tamje Topsu Soro Rangla Mezanguru Nyawlen Chawain, Da Ishengai Yonden Topsu Tisong Topgiwa.
So this teaches the way in which, or how, one can attain the qualities of the 5 wisdoms through the practice of the Vajraguru mantra.
Om Ahungi Land Misundul Benza Tizamela Denam to Guru Shinji Simba Denam to Pema Chula Lungli Denam to Sidi Wangden Nuji Wangden Denam to Hungi Zada Sada Denam to Swana di Landi Misumgi Parcheki Mitsubu Dentam Jeki Numitsubu Swana.
Omahung subdues God's spirits and human beings. Vajra conquers the Gandharvas and fire spirits. Guru conquers the Lord of Death and demonic spirits. Padma conquers the harmful water gods and spirits who reign over the mind. Siddhi conquers the powerful demons who haunt mountain ranges and passes. Hung conquers the planetary demons and gods of localities. So this is teaching the way in which the mantra prevents harm from God's spirits, the trio of God's spirits and human beings, and prevents any kind of harm from entering one or penetrating one.
Yes. Then Oma Hongi Parochin Drup Benzar Shibi Legun Tamje Drup Guru Yevi Legun Tamje Drup Bema Wangi Legun Tamje Drup Siddhi Timni Legun Tamje Drup Hongi Trapu Legun Tamje Drup Sonda Parchin Drup Chodon Persa Siddhi di ta karso di leji tupsul soba tin sar.
By Om Ahung, the 6 transcendent perfections are accomplished. By Vajra, all peaceful activities are accomplished. By Guru, all enriching activities are accomplished. By Padma, all magnetizing activities are accomplished. By Siddhi, all enlightened activities are accomplished. By Hung, all wrathful activities are accomplished. So here it's showing the way it accomplishes the 6 perfections, the 6 paramitas, and the way the enlightened activities are accomplished.
Ta Om Ahungi Penpin Chekurdo Benzra Yishi Lai Chekando Guru lesson digi Chekando Pemanjite Land Chekando Sidi Ludan Sadaj Hungaland Musum Chekando Sonatangati Chekatan Purkasiat Tunzo Yungdo Tunzo Yang Dokiva.
Om Ahung averts the dagger sorcery of Buddhists and Bombos. Vajra averts the harmful powers of the wisdom deities. Guru averts the harmful powers of the 8 classes of gods and demons. Padma averts the harmful powers of the worldly gods and spirits. Siddhi averts the harmful powers of nagas and gods of localities. Hung averts the harmful powers of all 3 gods, demons, and human beings. So this shows the way in which it can avert all sorcery or black magic.
Om Ahungi Tungi Mapung Jom Benzar Hedang Leja Mapung Jom Guru Naja Leja Mapung Jom Mandasha Leja Mapung Jom Sidi Tato Leja Mapung Jom Hongi Lande Misu Mapung Jom Zone Ta Tendeki Nyamoto Zol Tende Chui Mapung Zoyang Jom Tokyo
Om Ahung crushes the forces of the 5 poisons. Vajra crushes the forces of hatred and aversion. Guru crushes the forces of pride. Padma crushes the forces of craving and attachment. Siddhi crushes the forces of jealousy. Hung crushes the forces of gods, demons, and humans. So this teaches how it has the way in which it conquers the power of the 5 poisons, that has the capacity to conquer them.
Omangi kusung tu jungu tu hongen benzra yidam shi jungu tu guru rinzin lamangu tu pema kandu chiyong sidi chodong tu mongu tu hongi chisam tu mali to sonata chodong tu mongu tu sanada tindegi guru tu tabsuru.
By Om Ahung, the accomplishments of enlightened body, speech, and mind are attained. By Vajra, the accomplishments of the peaceful and wrathful deities are attained. By Guru, the accomplishments of the awareness holder lamas are attained. By Padma, the accomplishments of the Dakinis and Dharma protectors are attained. By Siddhi, the supreme and common accomplishments are attained. By Hung, whatever accomplishment you wish for is attained. So this is teaching the way in which both the common and supreme siddhis are attained.
Om Ahungi Deme Shingampo Benzra Shacho Mungi Shingampo Guru Lucho Palde Shingampo Pemanucho Sidi Chancho Lera Shinga Hung Ucho Yume Shingampo Sanatanga Shingam Sopoa Danayang Tegi Niwati Saura Bazangurala Changzul Sungzar.
Om Ahung transfers one to the primordial pure realm. Vajra transfers one to the eastern Buddha field of intense joy. Guru transfers one to the southern Buddha field of glory. Padma transfers one to the western Buddha field of bliss. Siddhi transfers one to the northern Buddha field of all-accomplishing action. Hung transfers one to the central Buddha field of immutability. So again, if one wants to transfer or travel to any of the Pure Lands, the capacity to do that is again complete and contained within the mantra.
Yes. Ahongi kusum rinzin to benzer salame rinzin to guru tselawa pema chakye chimben sidi lungi chewe rinzin to hongi number member rinzin to opsuna da rinzin namba ji salam saura di jabardana yang dik tubiwa.
By Om Ahom, the level of the three kayas awareness holder is attained. By Vajra, the level of level dwelling awareness holder is attained. By Guru, the level of immortal life awareness holder is attained. By Padma, the level of the Great Seal awareness holder is attained. By Siddhi, the level of the spontaneous presence awareness holder is attained. By Hom, the level of fully ripened awareness holder is attained. So if one wishes to traverse the paths and levels of the four aspects of Vijayaras or awareness holders, that can be done through the practice of the Vajra Guru mantra.
Halas, Bazar Guru Lenchik Jebai Tela Zokchin Zamlun to Chung.
One recitation of the Vajra Guru mantra will grant a physical body and entry into this world.
Halas, Bazar Guru Lenchik Jebalayang Kati Tigi Sonam Tela Tigi Sonam Ti Kesi Zustruba. So
even just one recitation of the Vajra Guru mantra, if that the merit of that were to take form, or if it were to fully compound, then that would the ripening of that merit would allow one to take birth in this world, this earth.
Dini tongtu jambi simshenkin rinzin pumbata lukabarangi sungta Bazar Guru tongam toesam jambi simshen tamshe jang rinzin pumbata lakabati nyabachindu yin sungta.
Any sentient being who sees, hears, or thinks of the mantra will definitely be established among the ranks of the male and female awareness holders. So it's completely certain that any being who either sees or hears or thinks of this mantra will be established as a Vijayadara.
Lume Benzanguri Densila Kandu Kajin Dubarmajuna Pema Ngai Simjan Lua Ang Milungeve Kajin Dubaraki.
The infallible Vajra Guru mantra is the word of truth. If what you wish for does not happen as I have promised, I, Pema, have deceived sentient beings. Absurd. I have not deceived you. It will happen just as I have promised.
Ta Deva Minup Jensen Sela Chor Lingpa Simjan Chor Tesome.
If you are unable to recite the mantra, use it to adorn the tops of victory banners and prayer flags. There is no doubt that sentient beings touched by the same wind will be liberated. So even if the Vajra Guru mantra is printed on prayer flags and sentient beings are touched by the wind from those flags, then there's no doubt that they will gain liberation.
Yana sa hing doi losu tri ramne chene lamla tamna yang thonga samjine den dikpata satir nevin tesim yulam chös.
Otherwise, carve it on hillsides, trees, and stones. After they are consecrated, anyone who merely passes by and sees them will be purified of illness, spirit possession, and obscurations. Spirits and demons dwelling in the area will offer wealth and riches.
dolo koya la so patende doa oda tende chewa inna yang ta thonga chamse ki neden digwata ya dang dinashin sachok tela ya desin to pachengi desin to pachen yong to ba la so ba ta tende ki phen ye so.
So here it's saying that if it's arranged on rocks and so forth, even without reciting it, then anyone who sees it will be benefited, and their illness, demonic influences and obscurations will be purified, and likewise the ordinarily harmful spirits and demons of the area will instead become beneficial.
Tingsho tangla serji telan da dengen jumbu neba chemine song. Tande ngaranzo takdra na shin chene tiwa yinna yang da dintegi penya ye song.
Write it in gold on pieces of indigo paper and hang them up. Demons, obstacle makers, and evil spirits will be unable to harm you. So this is the benefit of turning into a tactile, a liberation by touch.
Yes. He ne roda madra senali jasen joshin deshin power nge song de he dika so yang tenda takdra tunzo roda madra wa sekwa yinna ten jasen chupa dan ani chi dewa jengi shingam da sando pere la so wa na power na tezo me so.
If you place the mantra upon a corpse immediately upon death and do not remove it, during cremation, rainbow colors will flash out and the consciousness will definitely be transferred to the blissful realm of Amitabha. This is again talking about the benefits of using it as a tactile, so that if it's placed on the corpse of the deceased immediately upon their death, then the rainbow colors will radiate, and there's no doubt that they will go to Dewachen.
Tilo dembi yenden tselende mao dendu mao simje dendu kote be lejen pudan chab kanden lejen pudan chabra sho song.
The benefits of writing, reading, and reciting the Vajra Guru mantra are immeasurable. For the benefit of sentient beings in the future, write this down and conceal it. May it meet with those of fortune and merit.
Hola, tadi ranzo bazanguru tilo chava yenna tadi ki yenden tselende wa yin song.
So again, this is teaching us that just the benefits of writing and reading the Vajra Guru mantra have no limits.
Tadi ki pen tan dena ma kong to song tanzo dene dordi samje tos tine ma simje dendu kote bes ma ba ki simje dendu tele bewa yin song.
So referring to all the great benefits of the mantra that were previously described, then said that this should be hidden for sentient beings in the future so that they can receive those benefits. And where it says, may it meet with those of fortune and merit, it's really referring to Tulku Karma Lingpa. That's like an aspiration that he may meet with this teaching.
Jundu nyamlen chene tudam do zoma ina tatan zola peye samji me chaba ye song ta gane mangbo shi song song tatan do sama toksu ye song.
So just to summarize, that by reciting the essential Vajra Guru mantra and holding it as the essence of one's practice and applying it in practice, then, as was described, then there was a great deal taught about what the benefits of that are, and it's exactly like that.
Guru Rinpoche Guru ki tsenga tela tene tinte ki Guru Rinpoche ta kalor Guru Rinpoche phakpe khasa ta sangye ngwe dore ane kongi tsenga di tundes dewa ina tela chilab yongju yeba tela tene bezang karsa Guru Rinpoche ki masono pha jingi labsha yores chita nga tsangma tere rangre.
And because this is Guru Rinpoche's name mantra, and Guru Rinpoche is a sublime being, is the Buddha in person. Therefore, it's been blessed by Guru Rinpoche himself. This mantra has been blessed by Guru Rinpoche himself. And in truth, all mantras are like that.
That's so. Then the thing around Sayang, Namsha Kindu, Lamina Jodan, Tangaranzo di Mundro, Lamina Jodan Trene, Yamsulen Nayanda, Dinahi, Ta Zawsum Ganangne, Lameki, Junkir Saura, Tendetan Journey, Yamsu.
In terms of practice, whether it's in the context of the Guru Yoga within Wendro and that arrangement, or in connection with a daily practice of one of the deities of the three roots, and one's reciting and practicing it there, then those are both good ways to do the practice.
Tina Shintangano today, young Medunani, the next citizens on their song, Bazangoro song, then it is Musangenda song, then so Gurumcharang, Tim, then the Gyago, the Chenayang, Garsa, the Chenayang, Tigres.
And if we're not practicing like that, then we can just recite the 7-line prayer, recite the Vajra Guru mantra, and recite it, do some Sanghi, and then have Guru Rinpoche dissolve into us and dedicate the merit.
That is it, the day and another young come Chomacho, the Jake that young Medunani Katu. Guru Rinpoche so at to Damneden, Bezanguru Katu Sunshanaya, then Magic by
And if we don't have the circumstances or don't have the opportunity to do any of those, then it's also, there's nothing wrong with also just praying single-pointedly to Guru Rinpoche and just beginning the Vajra, to recite the Vajra Guru mantra itself.
Guru Rinpoche Tepada Mugu, Sechik to Chene, then Nimpazanguru, Sunshagina, then around the Sama, Kursorda, Chabatandamba, Tus Yungre. The Legache was over Bezangurun Shabati, Tandamba Yungres.
So whichever way we are practicing, as long as we are doing so with single-pointed faith and devotion in Guru Rinpoche as we recite his essential mantra, then that will become extremely meaningful.
Namina Guru Rinpoche Chambayina, then the Chanta Tarando, then Bazangurun, then take yours in Jimiji, Yoga and the Ningun and Seattle today, this is mix it into the kind mere.
And whenever we think of and remember Guru Rinpoche, whether it's day or night, then we can pray and recite the mantra. That doesn't need to be at a particular time, such as only in the morning or at any fixed time.
That's the Bazanguru ki Payan da Drudre Tanda Tubshan Karma Lingpa Son Shabati that Didish Toxre.
So that was a little bit about this text that is the explanation of the benefits of the Vajra Guru mantra and the meaning of its syllables, which was revealed by the great accomplished Siddha Karma Lingpa.
Then young Bazanguru Gita Tondara Tinde Shambani, then around the Tanda Jojin Jurumcheki. Gondrogi tea down, and it jumps to the chicken gondrogi tea down, the nashing it in the gringo. The citizens on them can draw down, then it jumps to the machine soon. Tonzoka Nalona, Yore, and Tonzola Zigna, then it Yahuiris.
There are many other places as well where there's teachings about the Vajra Guru mantra, the meaning of the mantra, such as within Kyabje Jujun Rinpoche's Ngondro commentary in the section about Guru Yoga, and as well as in Dungse Chinle Norbu's commentary, and within his commentary about the 7-line prayer, and also Kyabje Khyentse Rinpoche's teachings, and so forth. So if one looks at those places, it's very good, so please do so.
Tane Tayang Kashiki Mazangurula Tinde Pen Yachambo Yabayina Ta Perki Netang de Karishasoyina Sabatinde Yong Sigire Gurubish Mazangurula Tinde Pen Chamboyana Ta Perki Netang de Tinde Karishawayanas La Dimas Yang Kashiki singing, Yang Mikashi.
But there may be some people who wonder that if the benefits of the Vajra Guru mantra are so immense and so powerful, then how did the situation in Tibet become as it is now?
Lasta di Nisu Zoro, Nedandi, Ta Gurumbucheki, Bazanguru la Chila Mevadang, Chitangita Bazanguru Zamare, Chula Chila Mesonga, Tendeke Wangi, and in Nisundi Chakson Tite Maris.
So in general, it's not at all that this situation came about because the Vajra Guru mantra doesn't have these benefits and blessings, or that the Dharma in general doesn't have blessings. It's not because of that.
Guru Bajta, Jawu Sonsen Gambukiyang, then Mahon Pug Tondala, Labja Mangbuyore, and Guru Bachekiyang. Mahon Pug Tondala, that Labja Saura, and Tisela, the Nitsul Grua, then the younger, then the Johnson in Tanganza Pebe in the Chaptain Saura, and the Chaptain Gerba, then the Chegugres and Mangbushi Sonshire.
Both the Dharma King Songtsen Gampo and Guru Rinpoche gave many series of instructions about practices to be performed at the correct time in Tibet in order to change, to improve the situation, and they predicted as well how it would change. So they gave many instructions about what to do according to each time and each circumstance.
Then, Tengayang Perla Dindaki Tutsu Jurwa Mambuchungere, and it did Ta Terten So, Rata So Terten Sogi, then Peki Nedang Dinette Chungna, Shaptingirimba, and Dugugres and Gurugi Lumden to the Nashi Mambuchi Takalor Takasore Bombore, Nimangre, Mangbola, Konomaso, Sumir.
So there were many different changes that occurred in Tibet over time, and it was primarily the Tertans who were prophesied by Guru Rinpoche to perform certain activities and certain practices for the benefit sometimes of the leaders of Tibet and sometimes for the populace as a whole.
Then Para Kashi Tsamzamla Druptuyare, and Tsamzamla Druptuyo Mare, that needs to Mambuchil Tenne. And Druptu de Kausani, they say Yahuchungere, Drumatu Kausani, then Gangar de Mambo Chayas.
And at times they were able to perform all of these things, but at other times, because of various circumstances, they were unable to do so. And when they were able to do so, then things worked out well. But when they were unable to do so, then they encountered Tibet encountered many difficult circumstances and troubles.
Then Ngamanere, Tandayangre, and Mambuchini, young Tuzula, Yichegiamare. Ngoma Inare, Tanda Inare, Mambuchini, Gurumashiki, Lungden Tuzula, Yichegiamare, Sunshapanzula, Yichegiamare.
And both in the present and in the past as well, there were many people who didn't believe in or trust Guru Rinpoche's prophecies or instructions.
Ani Pejir Sukasina, Yabush Temason, Gary Pension, Conanzuki Yapke Kapsina, Tatindeka, Tindek, Nene, Tagan, Pension consonant is Java Yapina, Karina, Tindaya Lama Yabush said, and Kongata, Gurlum Dendozula, Tinde, and the Shapte in the Chegu to Mayona, and the Perla, Hork Marion Sare, Sundre.
At one point, I don't remember if it was Ngare Panchan's father or some other great Lama at that time that was connected with him, but he said that if certain things are not done, then there will be an invasion from Mongolia.
Then to the Peminduzaki, Horseadi, then Zambuling the Mavayan, Marcha Canayong Grace and Yimasher.
And at that time, there were many Tibetans who said, "There's no such thing as Mongolians on earth. So how can there be an army of them invading us?"
Chisu Lokashik Jela, the Kongsona Yimachera, Yimachina Shapten, the Duya Mare, the Lokashik Jela, Mangone Chumse.
But because they didn't believe in what he told them to do, they didn't do it. But nevertheless, a few years later, there was a war and an invasion.
Ani 다 영왕 나와 전부 배급값이야. 영왕 나바당 되네 메링 대체당 안티나신 데디 도타진 진짜모 라소바드네 망부샤슈 배급소 배 샵된 망부줍시.
Then at the time of the great fifth Dalai Lama and Minling Dojin and Dorje Dragzin Chamo and so forth, they were able to accomplish many of these instructed prayers and practices.
아니 드네마 다 림베 전에 영원 고튼 죽숨바 공부 마저 파트 드네 샵되는 좀 망보지 좀네 지 견침부랑 맞중세.
And because they were able to do all this, then they could. From the time of the fifth Dalai Lama up to the time of the 13th Dalai Lama, there were no really huge problems. And at times in between there as well, they did what Guru Rinpoche had instructed and prophesied needed to be done. Then after the 13th Dalai Lama had passed away and gone to the Pure Land, there was many and then from the time that the 14th Dalai Lama was very young up until the time that he was grown, there were many practices that needed to be done that were not done.
Then 가서 시작된다서 제모토 인데 가서 다 내당 갈로다 주어침보 도스중시.
And so it's because these things were not done that the situation in Tibet changed so drastically.
아니 영원고든 줍시바 다 공나야 전부 차 사대 값을 디디 당 지금 거기야 10 안에 당 납중이야 납중한 거 중압된 때 바라 힘으로 디디 되네 정서를 켄지 주기로 테마지 여 고팅 주신 반자를 투그래.
Then at some time, once the 14th Dalai Lama was grown up, somewhere between 1955 and 57, I think, Jamyang Khyentse Chökyi Lodro came to meet him at some point.
55% Brian, Lapchune, Lapchunga to Para. Chitongo Lapchune, Lapchun Para Hindro.
Or between 50 and 57.
Ani Kongi Tada Chinzi Chökyi Lodro and Dishiri da Dada Lasa Chokang Yoro Denalaya and Gurumchiku Tose Sumbachi Denapa Ka Shalaten Shangosare Machina and this Yoksha Yonsare, Skanga Yonsare, Shure.
And Jamyang Khyentse Chökyi Lodro told him that in Lhasa there's the Jokang temple, right? So he told him that there needed to be a 3-story high Guru Rinpoche statue erected in the Jokang facing the east, and if that were not done, there would be a lot of problems.
Then kong yagal negol pepne. Then tablo jingnish korensa ni sum kazo. Then pu yang lasal pepse. Kensi chugilodra.
And then Khyentse Drukgyal Lodro left to go on pilgrimage to India, and he went and he was on pilgrimage there for maybe 1 or 2 years before returning to Lhasa.
Then lasal pepne yang jer kundu temachin jal.
And when he was then in Lhasa again, he met with the Dalai Lama once more.
And the Kongi Gadishiri Tangi Goma Kela Purgatondala Putinsi Tondala Guru Kuchi Shingnas Shubayin Tene Di Ta Kande Chongyunas.
And so he met the Dalai Lama and asked, before, for the benefit of the land of Tibet, I had requested that this Guru Rinpoche statue be built. How is it going?
Tene Kundungi Ta Guru Shengtu Masong Tene Guru Jagarma Seata Jagargiluk Guru Shigasa Guru Jagarma Tene Ngulkin Guru Jagarma That's it Zamchik the Chikawan Chin Hing Yus Shin.
And he said it wasn't possible for it to be built. All that could be built was there's like a style of Guru Rinpoche, that's the Indian style of Guru Rinpoche. So there's this Indian Guru Rinpoche that was like about the height of one arrow somewhere, that was built somewhere. That was all they were able to do.
Kerang kukur nyung je jagarla peptopsare sumse.
And Khyentse Drukgyal Lodro said akaka, which is a Tibetan phrase of like oh no or alas or something to that effect, that only you and a few of those around you will be able to escape to Tibet, to escape to India, excuse me.
Then ta nesang dendere bazar guru la chila meba ta guru buchila chila meba ta chola chila meba mare ta tangi mangbu je hie ne kashe ge ho de ka ne na samjire de sum ja pa zo ngam se ki ta ngam zo so ra ani pe pa tan zo ke kap te ka so la le che ma tum ne de ta de chong so.
So again, it's not at all that because Guru Rinpoche or doesn't have blessings, or the Dharma doesn't have blessings, or the Vajra Guru mantra doesn't have blessings. It was because they weren't able to put those things and put his instructions correctly into practice that the situation became as it is. So as we were discussing all the benefits and power of the mantra, this came to mind that maybe there would be some people who would have this question of how the situation came to be as it is. So. So I think that's it. So let's together dedicate whatever merit has occurred through teaching and listening to this text that was the benefits of the Vajra Guru mantra and an explanation of its syllables, and dedicate it to the benefit of the teachings and all sentient beings.
Sonam de tamche zepani tomne ni vetana pamche gegana jembarno droba ye sepe tolen droba driver show. Pemering do ngajur zoba chene de nyembe shingda dunjum linkange. Meno shedan trupen zinjur chi ken lop chusum shungluchi. Zamling sasum jabara pel roju chosu nawada. Mandrav disum gele sho. Alas.